All right, I'm just making this video to show some progress on a Python script I've been writing recently, which recovers deleted content from SQLite databases and organizes them a little better than what I see in the majority of tools and solutions out there. Okay, so I've been working with SQLite for a really long time and um, really enjoy it. But one of the things is working with deleted content can often be a hassle, even with a lot of our tools and solutions out there. They'll just grab the free block and then like run strings on it or whatever to show you the ASCII text or whatever. And then it's kind of up to you to put it together. So I've been working with SQLite databases for a while, trying to figure out how we can do it. Paul Sanderson released his SQLite forensics book, and if you work with SQLite in a forensics capacity or just at a low-level file system level, it's a must-have book. All right, it's on Amazon. Pick it up. Not sponsored. Just saying. It's a great book. Okay, so reading that book, I had already understood the vast majority of the SQLite file structure just because I've been messing around with it for so long in forensics. But there was one thing, and it was the record header, which for whatever reason, reading on SQLite.org, I wasn't able to put together, wrap my head around it. Grabbed his book, SQLite Forensics, boom, keys to the universe unlocked. He lays out very clearly how the record header works. And so the record header points to each individual column within the cell or allocated record within, there to put it together. Well, if we know how now a cell is rebuilt properly into its columns, I use that as a springboard to do the same with free blocks so that it wasn't just this blob of data that you had to go through and get. So this is still a work in progress. All right. So for example, I had a loop built in. I've run this against about 100 different databases, but right now we don't have any user prompts. Okay. It's just pointing at a specific database right now. So we'll hit play and get our output here. So what it does is it runs through and will find any deleted content and then saves that deleted content out to a CSV right now with the table name for which the deleted messages were recovered from. Okay? So if we take a look at the messages, because that's kind of the best deleted stuff, right, is the actual content. We can see here that we don't get a blob of data, that we actually get our content. This one has like a little line return in there for some reason, so you have to kind of expand it out. But we actually have our content just as you would see it if it was allocated, but these were actually recovered from free blocks, okay? So we can see the text here. We can see the handle ID. If we wanted to check who the contact was, we could go look at the handle table to match that up. And then notice that our dates, date read and date delivered, are all organized in their appropriate columns, as well as whether the message was sent or received, and then if it's been read or not. Okay, so, and then obviously we have all the rest of the columns as well. All right, so with this format, it's a lot easier to get the information that you want, know what information that you are getting, and then you can also kind of edit up and manipulate the data just a little bit. So if we were to insert a column, you could, do your NS date or whatever on this guy, format it up as a date. Okay, we'll just pick one that actually has a date and time. All right, spread that out a little bit. And so now we can, we can start to put together our information a lot easier than if we had just dumped it to this raw block of binary data and then ran strings on it. Okay, so yeah, now, and again, reading SQLite Forensics, Paul Sanderson says that the next logical step once you've got this far is to rebuild a working database where the deleted messages and the allocated now sit side by side in their appropriate tables so that you can run queries on it. that's kind of where I'm moving now with this Python script. I've got to work out just a few little kinks here and there with this set, and then I'm going to follow Sanderson's advice and inject it back into a database so we can run queries on it. But yeah, just wanted to share my progress on this, and I think it's pretty cool and pretty helpful in recovering deleted messages. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.